chorus flower farm. But don't you find this a little too pitiful? Like, it's just 6 flowers growing in the middle of, let's say it, nowhere, to be honest. So today let's fix this. Let's collect some chorus flower. We don't need the fruit. And let's just leave these here, to be honest. And let's first seek out a place that is good for farming these. But we definitely need some endstone, which let's see where they are. Okay, I actually have a respectable amount downstairs. And chest tracker has been a large savior since I always forget where I put my items. The bricks aren't useful. More endstone. Question mark. Okay, let's put them in a shulker box. And here. And let's go find a place where we can plant all of these chorus flowers we've collected in previous gameplay. I would start off by climbing to what is close to the top of the mountain here, so we can seek out a new home for these flowers. And we'll eventually go to the end to grab more of these. So without further ado, we're going up the mountain. Let me see, distant horizons should be enabled, so we can see reasonably far away. This is our greenhouse, by the way, and I really like this as a build personally. But let's see where we can plant chorus. I am biased towards the savanna because personally I don't like the color foliage there, but that might just be me. Let's actually just start doing this here and maybe we can go around. So this is quite a big project to undertake. Part of it will involve me covering up the grass with some sand, but that would be future notice. For now, let us sketch out a path and cover the rest of them with and see where the chorus flowers go after we have a path. So this is our greenhouse and we want it to somewhat be connected. So let's strive for a connection here. And I have to move part of the mountain to make a reasonable path, which is fine, I guess. Fine by me, fine by my standards. So this has to go. And then here we are merging a path into a forest of sorts here. And we can start by adding some to here in this area. So let us unload. I will eventually have to go to the end. So that is already on our plans. This is the path. Here we can go and leave like a clearance. So these aren't uncomfortably close. And we can have a path leading down here as well. Okay, I actually have to pave my paths because I'm never going to remember where my paths are. Should I use path blocks or should I use some other block? I think we can start by using path blocks. Just a low stakes way to mark out. And the sun setting, so let's crash on this conveniently positioned bed. Say goodnight to Lithos. Let's crash out for the night. Back to where we left off. I'm just doing the right side because I am lazy. And there has to be some way for them to get down. I guess place one here. I don't like this terrain. These are usually way too steep. There's nothing a bit of terraforming cannot serve. So here we should be able to reasonably goes down from here, so and this has to be patched. Ah well. So this should become pretty accessible by my standards. So here we can leave it for the flowers. How do we feel about them going down here? I'm a bit reluctant, so let's leave that for now. Let's head on back up here, because there's another path that's supposed to happen right next to what we have. Not cool, thank you. That's better. Already growing, so that's a good sign for us. Now let's plant a few more of these where I feel like planting these. They apparently need a lot more social distancing than most other growable things, so I hope that's enough. Let's carve out some more area. these in here as well. And fun fact, you can actually obtain the chorus flowers by shooting an arrow at them. So this makes farming them much easier, I would say, simply because how you can long distance attack them from below, let's put it this way. So I like that feature. Might actually be too close, but who cares? It's a forest. It's starting to grow, which is a good sign that this is working. Okay, let me just add some more here. So these are growing. One more here could do the trick. Okay, that is somewhere that I do not want to do it for now. Let's put it this way. Oh, there's a cat, but I don't have fish. I'm so sorry. My fish is all cooked. I hope my head is not as cooked as the fish. I'm gonna go along the wall and... Okay, do I want to take this down or not? Actually, I need a path going down to the valley. Oh, that's not a savanna, so I think we can leave that for now. Put this on maybe a bit closer. Sorry for the lag. I am playing on PC, so lag is expected. Like this, we're slowly transforming the savanna into a much more lush looking biome of sorts. And there goes the cliff. How should I approach this? I would probably take a right as the right way to do it, but that might just be me. So let's see how this goes. I think that's too small for this. Up here would seem decent. I might have to unalive a few acacia trees, but overall it's looking good. I don't like how there's a little thing in the middle, but we have the material, so let's fix this. I mean, not every one of them has to be strictly accessible. Some of them can just be atmospheric, but if it brings a good atmosphere, it's a good addition. So I'm not going to worry too much about these being close to the path or anything like that. And as I am aware, we are running a bit short on flowers here. So after we crash for the night, we will go to the end to get some more of these using a bow and arrows. So they're already growing. It's nice, right? Let's get our items back because I loaded a lot of arrows onto this thing. Let me see. Let's do inventory as we watch the sunset. Chuck my items away of sorts. And if anyone has seen my shield, that would be appreciated. I feel the safest going to the nether with a shield. Seems like we gotta go down here and hope that we have a spare shield. Do we? And it means it's time to grab some iron for a new. Iron. The amount of wood, and we've got a shield. Can I sleep? Please? Yes. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to nether. I don't care. Let's get going. The nether is not the ideal nether to chill out in. It's short and dirty, as I put it. It's just a bunch of markers showing me where the portal is. Because I'm ready to fight anything that comes from me, I guess. I spawned with part of the area to hope for better rays. Here comes the wither skelly. I'm a bit rusty with my N for the position. Okay, I think we've got it. This leads right to the portal. Perfect. So we can spawn. Close off distant horizons before my Minecraft crashes on me. Because I'm gonna jump in now. It's an awkward spawn, but it's doable. With a bit of parkour, of course. Let's go to our end gateway. Keep my head down, don't look at the Enderman. Hopefully there isn't that much Enderman on the island. Otherwise it'd be stressful because I'm trying to point the bow upwards. I'm just gonna go red just in case. Let's just go for the easy targets. Actually, what I need is my axe. It's harder. How did I catch myself on fire though? It's so strange. Don't look at Enderman, don't look at Enderman. I feel safe here. I should have brought a jack-o'-lantern. Why is there a crowd of them literally everywhere? Hopefully this is a region where there are less of them. They're freaking me out. That was so close. We're planting off camera, so we can see we have a nice forest of chorus flowers. I am trying to make this area usable as a smelting area and as a resource sink for my excessive amounts of coal. So I am filling this up, so I have some space up here. I might build a house using endstone and purple, but that will come later. I actually think there should be 2 levels here, and there should be one that is downstairs. Let's say at this height. So I'm just going to use the dirt and bridge over, fill up the gaps. Oops. Raw material. And this means that we have somewhat of a base up here as well. So something of this shape should be good. Find a way to connect them. I will be putting a furnace here because I want to start smelting curse fruit, which I've actually put into the furnace, the monster furnace, back in my storage facility, so I don't really have anything to smelt here. But let's just take these down because they ain't growing anymore. Bows are fun unless they catch myself on fire. My goal is to farm enough cars flowers here so that I can fill a large area with these. This is low-key bow practice for me. And I think practice is making me a better shooter. But hey, I like purple, so I guess purple it is. Also, I'm still trying to figure out how to build the smelter house. Should it look like an ant city? Or should it be something a bit more cozy than that? We're a bit over a stack, so we're going to start smelting these. Course is one of the things that's slightly more difficult to automate, so we can do ourselves convenience by spreading them out. Not all of these are easily accessible, and I'm aware of that, but it's alright because some of them are just for aesthetic purposes, and that for me is totally fine. I am cool with that. Let's expand our area down here. By the way, are any of you able to actually hear the curse flower grow, or whether, like, I turn on my volume but I never hear it? Just here. And it's getting dark again. How dark is it? It's dark enough for me to get back before it gets spooky. And I think I will actually make the path out of purple, which comes from popping the colors flowers. And then crafting them into blocks. We do not want monsters spawning, but that was fun. Because there are so many obstacles which make the monster obscenely hard to hit, and I can accidentally hit the car's plants without shooting down the flowers, and that would just be sad because we'd be losing car's flowers. And let's just make a quick distraction and check on the bee farm here, which is down here. Let's see if we have any bees. Doesn't seem to be anything that's full here. Where is the honeycomb? I was so sure I scraped them. And these are not being stoked by campfires. I'm uncomfortable with trying to collect these, but let us swim up the waterfall, stir up any things, take a snack, take another snack, and let's keep on extending the path and let's see if we can actually move. And it creates XP. Great. And create some nice looking purple blocks. And let me hope there's a stonecutter in there. There is. Let's just pop down some storage so I can unpack my bundle. Yes, there's a wither skull. Creepy, creepy. The reason being, I had it in another stonecutter here, so we can create slabs for some convenient access and some stairs. It's very heavy. So these can create a more permanent path. That looks good. And we're out. Okay. These can be harvested as they ain't gonna grow. I still find it a bit weird to call these dead. I just like to call these mature. I think I have one that I did not shoot down. We've got them all. Let me just quickly dodge away because there will be arrows with fire coming down on me. Oops. This is taking a bit of a toll on my bow's durability, but it should be fine for now. So we got more items to put in the smelter. Then we can craft more blocks. That should grant us a sufficient amount of slabs to put through here. Oh my, I love this purple color. And we're simultaneously spawn-proofing this area, which is such a great thing. It's almost like it's a park of sorts, and I like that park vibe. I like how the color contrasts with the sandstone. So let's get some more smelted. So it's a grind like this. I'll be grinding off camera and let's see what we can achieve. Sand digging off camera, we are able to pave this to look like a sandy, not exactly a beach, but someplace that's a bit extraterrestrial, if you ask me. Now we're just gonna finish placing the sand. Which is taking an embarrassingly long amount of time. I had to gather an entire sugar box worth of sand to do this. Since the ultimate goal is to make this place have an otherworldly feel, and this is why we crave so much sand. And we're done with yet another stack of sand.
The ideal case would be that we can't see any trace of the dirt, but this seems to be a bit hard in some circumstances. So I'll be placing more sand off camera, and I will talk to y'all when the sand is finished. See you then.
Sand wasn't sufficient to fill this place in. So I got another shulker box and an inventory full of sand and sandstone for us to continue trying. Also, as on a happier note, I have started to put up these lighting so this area doesn't get dangerous at night. I am using rechiseled special, what texture is this called? Jagged purple pattern with two end rods facing each other in the middle. I hope you like it. So now we're going to continue trying to fill in this place with some sand. Also, I really am annoyed when the dirt texture peeks out just because it looks dirty. Pun intended. Because my aim here is to go for an otherworldly feel, so I'm not a big fan, let's say, of there being lots and lots of dirt. So we can try to fix this. Also for this area, because it is high in the left and on the right. Wait, is that an oak tree in a savanna? Comment down below how rare this is, because I honestly don't know. I am having some inventory issues to place all of these end rods, so I can have space for this bucket and the dirt. Grown. And a torch. Great. Because I need a lot of material to fill in this place so it actually acts nicely, but in a mathematical sense. That's a funny sound.
Honestly, this project is taking so much sand. I have ripped many little hills off their sand, not exaggerating, in the desert, which I can show you next time we get a chance to go there for something. But trust me, you would see exposed sandstone on the ground, and I'm not even exaggerating. Trust me. I kind of want to transform this area into a storage of sorts because it's a cave, just like my main storage system. Let's save this for now. I could do something cool sometime during this episode, which is getting uncomfortably long, just like my other episodes are. But that's fine, at least we are making progress, right? There's a nice sandy area. This needs a picture. It's getting late, so let's crash real quick. I know there's been popular talk about there potentially being an end update, but this is probably the closest thing to an end update that I can imagine and put on this world, so I hope you like it. I love how you can see lithos from here. It's just amazing, right? Now I'm going to do more sand terraforming off camera because this is such a long process. It's so long that let's say my sixth segment of commentary, and this doesn't seem like it's gonna end any sooner, simply because I have 2 buildings to build and I started 0. There's a storage cave and there is the main base, which I'm going to use some some purple and some sandstone. So I really look forward to doing that, but other than that, there's still this mess I got to clean up. So I'll see you then.
finished the lighting and the sand, let's take a quick walk through the forest. Okay, that actually rhymes. I was trying hard to make this as immersive as I could. Now let's hop back to get some rest before we start building the 2 builds associated with this forest. Now let's get building. The main materials we'll be using are sandstone and purple blocks. I would say that I want arches that go along here. Okay, to deal with some mobs. Get my axe ready. Don't know where it is. Whatever. So I want to probably destroy this part of the mountain, so I have enough space to do all the arches. Let's grab the sandstone and see what pattern sandstone gives us. Aha, I love this one. Anything that looks like a pillar. This one looks decently like a pillar. And let's check our chisel. Just the same classic blocks, maybe with a few odd additions here and there. Kind of like this one. What happened if this was connected? Not much. The bricks. They're not the best bricks. I'll stick with the cut sandstone for this one. Actually, I think the classic sandstone should do. Since it's kind of dry, so I'm expecting it to be kind of cracked. The clearance is a bit odd. I'll grab some purple stairs to top it up. Where are my purple stairs? I was so sure I crafted more of them. It's next to bed. this looks. Does purple have walls? I'm dubious since I never saw a purple wall, but I want to double check. Because why not? Where's default purple? This looks half decent. Let me try to not get distracted. That's just a normal purple. Okay. Nope, they don't have walls. Okay, that is slightly irritating. The sandstone has walls. So let's craft up a bunch of these. Since I'm going to double up on the blocks using walls to make it have a more reinforced look. To be honest, this is a color scheme I haven't tried building with, so to be honest, I'm a bit nervous. I think that's probably this one. That creates a decent opening. And actually I don't want this since I'm doing the same thing over here, so and I want to move this corner down. So let's move this. I think we are under the part we've terraformed. But they can't harm us, so we'll just leave them there. So we have it going this way, so it's like a nice little plaza of sorts. Almost time for bed, but not. I keep forgetting sandstone is instaminable. I mean, it's convenient until you forget it is instaminable, I would say. Time to get ready for bed. Wash your senses and stats always goated. And hard on bed. Go back to the plaza to get work done. And I'm going to stack another set of these columns here. But let's finish this side first. We're out of stairs. That should be enough to sustain us for a while. So that has us a decent courtyard looking. Now we'll go with this. I want some space to hang lanterns. Extend some to this lantern space. But I don't have lanterns, so we'll leave it like this for now. Now we want a specialized staircase for here. I'm thinking sandstone. Thinking some stairs over here. Fun fact, I love building with sandstone. I love how warm it looks. In the future, I want to do a entirely sandstone themed build, because that would be fun. So now let's do the upper level. We're going to start with the same pattern. Since we'll have to get there, so I'm just gonna start it here instead. I'm not going to use the beams because it's the second floor, so we can have some change. Also, it's just that I'm running a bit short of space. Since it's looking a bit flat, I'm going to preserve this. I'm going to preserve this feature so we can hang lanterns. And we're gonna loop this over. Just tweaking this because the ground's a bit higher here. And we kind of want a second floor. Seeing how to do that. The roof is optional because we're in a savanna, so we don't need a roof to keep out the rain. What should I make the floorboards out of? That's my question for now. I like this. I'm gonna go with the classic Lithos roof pattern because why not? Just gonna do a circle. So guys, I will also going to do the simple version here. I'm just choosing Minecraft music for now. Let's use this. This looks a lot better, to be fair. We do want a staircase. Let's put it here. And it's nighttime. Let's run back to grab some sleep. Ooh, this is actually looking really good. Looks a bit more supported. And we can do the floor. And what do you use as a top texture? I like this one. There's a creeper under me. What in the world? Please don't destroy my new build. Thank you very much. Even if you're reduced to gunpowder, that is. You can fuel my elytra rockets. I am trying not to use rockets close to my base since, I mean, this is something very Chinese, but in China, it's the same reason as why we forbid using gunpowder-based products in the downtown areas, let's say. and we're thinking about a flat roof, which means a lot more sandstone, which I'm going to polish. Not polish, cut. We forgot stairs, but it's fine. You don't need stairs on top. Oops. This is the opportunity to get more sandstone. And this is our little car space done. There's actually these to create a more dreamlike feel. Let's repeat that on the first floor. I really hope you can place multiple end rods on the same block, you know. But I mean, this would have to do for now. I mean, it's decent. So this is one of our two bases done. This is the big one. And let's do the small one next. Actually, second one walls feel a bit too flat for comfort. But then we're really close to the road. I mean, there's stuff we can do here with this. So let's just focus on the side that we could change. The next question is what should go on the second floor. Actually, I gave up on
making it resemble my lithos style. I gave up on that because that is too much messy work for not much return, let's say. I reloaded my shaders by accident. Oops. Bedtime. So here we got the first of our buildings done. Hooray! Actually, let's add more to the second floor here as well. But for this, we need more sandstone. I am so lucky we grabbed a bunch because it is very, very needed. So let's together figure out what goes here. This feels like a head hitter, to be honest. We are head out. This side, do we have enough clearance on top to do it? Maybe not. Let's just quickly get this side figured out. Have it done. Now let's figure out how to build the next facility. I am generally thinking about doing it in a very similar way to this one. Yeah, using the arch pattern and just going along with it. Let's dump this dirt. We don't need this much dirt, thank you. Definitely need more of this. What about if we bring a stone cutter and our materials with us? Let's head there. We might have to pave some roads, to be honest. It's way up there, right? Let me just make sure we're at the right place in advance. Yep, this is the right place. Let me unpack this and this. Oops. I refuse to believe they ran out of sand. Can I move this one as well? So I have to do, I guess. Now let's fix up the sand. Make so pop.
That is a lot of curl, by the way. That works better. Getting close to that time they will sleep. We just fix up this dirt issue really quickly. Run back before a creeper tries to blow up our custom terrain. I always love the morning view of the city. Let's just keep it simple and just make it a single story storage. Not storage, but I don't need open flash, thank you. Actually, reasonably narrow, it only gives space to put one set. So we might actually do 2 stories just to make it seem cool. I do not like how the path. Yeah, I need to curve left a bit. Directly stack more on top. Even with one more. And since we have to box one more. This is them out of blocks. Let's take it with this. Oh, and I have to go up and do all
looking great. It's looking a lot better. Should I line the walls on the side? It'll be a bit too narrow if I line them, so I won't. And we have a little nice little gateway here ready for us. Actually, it could go a bit wider on the right. I'm just going to maintain the same height as this one, but move it to the right. Let's gather some resources. Let's look at from a distance. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Just gonna fill it up on the right. I know it's a cave, but let's try filling it up and see how it goes. Stone cutter. Also running short on the wall. Into here.
No, it will. I mean, literally. Just do this pattern over this entire overhang, let's say. And close to bedtime. And we're done. We're done with the 2 buildings. So let's pack up our stuff and let's take a little walk and see how much we have accomplished. Shall we? Wow. And wow. Stay tuned for the next episode because I have some good news about hardware to tell you all. I'm really looking forward to the next one with you all. See you!